Well, hello, grandkids. It's Sunday night, and Papa's changing things up a little bit on the Bible verse. I went ahead and typed it out so we'd have more time to make adjustments to the verse. So we have it all in front of us. And this verse is so special of a verse because it talks about heaven. It talks about how we know for sure we can go to heaven. You see, heaven is not for sure unless you have what I'm going to share with you tonight. And the first thing I'm going to do is kind of emphasize three words. And we're going to put these in red because they all have to do with Jesus. Grace. And let's make that larger. And faith, and we're going to make that red as well because it also has to do with Jesus. And gift, and that's also red, and we're going to make that larger. Matter of fact, let's do this. All right. Ephesians 2:8. Now next week, I'm going to talk about Ephesians 2:9. It kind of goes along with 2:8. But if you take this verse, grandkids, and you believe it and live it out, you'll go to heaven. Isn't that great to know for sure you're going to heaven? See, Papa knows for sure he's going to heaven because I have applied this verse to my life. It says, "For by grace." Now, grace this is an example of grace. Let's say in school you had a bad grade, you did badly on a test, and that's going to affect your grade. And the teacher says, "I'm not going to count that towards your grade." Did you earn that? No, you didn't earn it. The teacher just gave it to you because she cares about you. Well, that's God. God cares about you, so he's offering you grace. He's offering you forgiveness for the wrongs that we do in life. We all have done, I shared a verse with you, for all have sinned, there is none righteous, no, not one. Nobody's good enough. So we have to be forgiven, and that's by God's grace. All right? Through faith. Let's enlarge that faith. Whoops. Faith as well. Did that do it? Hang on. There we go. Okay, for by grace are ye saved. That grace is through Christ. God offers us grace through Christ. For by grace are ye saved. That ye means you. It's like you. For by grace are you saved. That saved is the opposite of being saved is thrown away. Like sometimes in supper, and you don't eat all your food, your mom might save it for a later time. Well, you have the option of saving that food or throwing it away. Well, for by grace are you saved. You're not thrown away, you're saved. How? By grace. Through faith. Faith is believing in Jesus. That's why it's in red. The faith has to be in what Jesus did that I've talked to you many times about, how Jesus went to the cross and shed his blood and he died and he rose again. Well, By faith, I believe that. I wasn't there when it happened, but I believe the Bible that says it happened. That's by faith. Like when you sit down at the supper table, you don't check to make sure your chair is going to hold you, do you? You just think that it will. Well, that's the faith. We have faith in many things, but the faith that gets you into heaven is on Jesus Christ. Not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. And that gift is Jesus Christ. God is offering you that gift to pay your debt of sin, and it's a gift. It's all about Jesus. Faith, to believe, is a gift from God. Grace from God is a gift. It's all gifts from God, because getting to heaven is all because of God and from God and through God, His Son, Jesus Christ. Now, I want to do this because you're going to hear this many times in your life. Let's do this, and let's put it in. Getting into heaven is by grace, it's by faith, it's a gift, and it says not of yourself. Getting into heaven has nothing to do with you, about what you do. Getting into heaven is what you believe. It's all about your faith. It's not about what you do. That's why it says not of yourselves. All right, practice this verse. It says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. Love you guys.